Brio is a percussion library for Kontakt that has a kind of drum machine layout that makes it really easy to create rhythms quickly. There are two different instruments. There's this one with the 8-channel grid for making patterns, and this one we call the Ensemble, which is basically just all of Brio's sounds mapped across the keyboard. Here's a guide for showing which MIDI notes are triggering which instruments. And here's the same thing with MIDI note numbers. Both instruments have a mixer. There are up to 4 mics to choose from depending on the drum, and you can mix and match here. Also, there's the Effects Lab, which gives you a low-pass filter, vintage bits, tape saturation, and a stereo width control. Back to the main screen. By the way, there are 3 different wallpapers available, depending on your mood. Most everything happens in this 3-octave range. The first octave is key switches for changing the patterns. There are 24 patterns, and you can assign these key switches to any pattern. The next 2 higher octaves are for playing whatever instruments are selected. And you select them by clicking on the title of the track. You can see the instruments appear down in the window as they're selected. The drum hits are animated here, so you can see what you're doing as far as the articulations. With these kind of instruments, there are really almost infinite sounds possible. We've sampled 4 kinds of hits, which seems to work really well, and added double hits and triplets that are synced to tempo. There's a control for step resolution. You can have up to 32 steps in your pattern. And there's also a swing control. This column of lights turns each track on or off. Okay, there are 2 ways to record in Brio. Let's start with an empty pattern. Let's go to number 24. Okay, we can use the step recorder. I'll just play my pattern in at my own tempo. Play it back. Okay, or else we can record real time. Use this record button. There'll be a click when I start the sequence up. And let's try a clave. Maybe bongos. Now, if you don't like what you recorded, just hold down the B1 key, and it will erase what you did. Now, let's say you wanted a shaker. Shakers are definitely best recorded on the step recorder because it's just much easier. Play it back. Thank you for taking the time to check out this quick overview of Brio Percussion Ensemble.